Christian friends. We are in Tuesday's lesson today, and we're looking at light and darkness. That's one of the powerful themes that is in this book of John, the theme of light and darkness. Do you remember some of the scriptures that relate to light and darkness? The Bible says that he came unto his own and they did not receive him. The scripture says that he was the light, the true light. This is John chapter 1 now, verses 4 to 10. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not comprehend it. There came a man sent from God whose name was John. He came as a witness to testify about the light, so that all might through him believe. He was not that light, but he came to testify of that light. John chapter 3 verses 19 to 21 says, this is the condemnation, this is the judgment, that light has come into the world, but men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are dark, their deeds are evil, and those who are doing stuff that are not right, they don't want to really come to the light. That's what the scripture says, right? John chapter 5 and verse 35, he was the lamp that was burning and was shining, and you were willing to rejoice for a while in his light. Light and darkness, people who accept, people who reject Jesus. There is in this book of John a sobering reality, and that is that everyone who sees the light of Jesus will not walk in the light of Jesus. In fact, the Bible tells us in John chapter 12 and verse 35, Jesus says that for a little while longer, the light is going to be with you. I'll be among you a little while longer. But here's the critical thing. Walk, Jesus says, while you have the light. Walk in the light while you have the light. Because there's a time is coming when God's Spirit will be withdrawn from this earth. And that which we can see today, we won't be able to see readily. Darkness, gross darkness will engulf the people, says the Bible. So the light that has come to us in Jesus is to show us the way to the Father, is to show us the way to salvation, is to show us the way out of our own failure and sin and degradation and suffering, to show us how to come out of bondage and slavery to sin. This is the light that Jesus is shining on all of us. Jesus had a powerful statement in this scripture, John chapter 8 verses 42 to 44. John chapter 8. Come on, let's get to it. John chapter 8 verses 42 to 44. Jesus is speaking to those crazy Pharisees, and he says, if God were your father, you would love me, for I proceeded from and came forth and came from the Father. And I have come not of myself, but he sent me. Verse 44 says this, though, you are of your father, the devil, and the desires of your father you want to do. He was a murderer from the beginning and does not stand in the truth because there is no truth in him. Jesus saying, you all are in darkness because you choose to be. If you actually love light, you would recognize the light that is before you, and you would accept it. Today's study is a study in light and darkness, that those who really know Jesus and love him should stay in the light, walk into light, embrace the light, for it won't be around forever.